Mentor, mentor, and mentor once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Today, I'm back with Mentor Mondays, where basically we talk about everything mentors. Now, for today's video, I have 5 objectives that I'd like to accomplish. Number 1, I want to define what a mentor is. Number 2, I want to offer you my tips, Coach D's tips. Number 3, I want to state who my mentor is for this particular video. Number 4, I would like to share what my mentor is saying. In other words, one of his or her quotes. And number 5, I want to give you 3 reasons why I either agree or disagree with whatever it is that quote says. So let's go ahead and dive just a little deeper. First, let's define what a mentor is. Now, according to Google, a mentor is a person who trains and guides someone else. Now, that being said, a mentor can be an advisor, a teacher, a professor, your boss, or maybe even your pastor. Now, I want to offer you Coach D's tips, 3 of them to be exact. Guys, when it comes to mentors, I believe that we need to have more than one mentor. I believe that we need to have our health mentors, wealth mentors, and of course, relationship mentors. Tip number 2, I believe that we definitely need a physical mentor. Now, a physical mentor is anyone, man or woman, that you can actually see face to face, heart to heart. You can have a sit down conversation with them, or if they can't meet you face to face, then maybe they can do a telephone conference with you. Tip number 3 is to have virtual mentors. Now, a virtual mentor is different from a physical mentor. Why? Well, a virtual mentor is someone that is on the internet, someone that's online. Maybe they have their own YouTube channel, that way you can watch their videos. Maybe they have their own podcast, that way you can listen to whatever it is they're saying. Or maybe they write a blog, that way you can read their words. Whatever the case may be, they're always available. 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. Now, let's talk about who today's mentor is for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, 23% Nation, I am delighted, I am excited to bring you the one and only Les Brown. That's right, guys. Les Brown is today's mentor. Now, here's a little bit about Les Brown, in case you didn't know. He's an author, motivational speaker. He's a former radio DJ and former TV host. Bet you didn't know that. And he happens to be a member of the Ohio State House of Representatives from 1976 to 1981. Plus, he was born February 17th, 1945 in good old Miami, Florida. Now, for today's video, his quote is, "It's possible." I'll say it again, guys. It's possible. Now, allow me to put this in context for you. What Les Brown is saying is that many of us have hopes, wishes, dreams that we want to accomplish. And Les Brown is saying that whatever it is you want to do in life, it's possible. So, what I want to do now is offer 3 reasons why I either agree or disagree with that quote. Now, first, I want to say that yes, I definitely believe that all of our hopes, wishes, and dreams are possible if, and here's the if we follow what I like to call the 5-step creative process. Step number 1 is to ask. So whatever it is you want out of life, you got to ask for it. Step number 2, believe. Believe that you can have it, but more importantly, have belief in yourself that you can accomplish your goals, your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. Step number 3, create a plan. Step number 4, execute your plan. And step number 5, recognize and receive whatever it is you've already asked for. Now, the second reason why I actually disagree with what Les Brown is saying, ladies and gentlemen, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, they are not possible if you lack self-belief. Now, in my opinion, when you lack self-belief, you are full of self-doubt. So now the question is, how do we know if we're full of self-doubt? Well, here's what I like to say, is that you're suffering from what I like to call the Dr. Foam syndrome. Now, here are two things that we need to know about the Dr. Foam syndrome. Is that number one, it's an acronym. So what I want to do now is I want to let you know what each letter represents. The D stands for doubters, the R stands for rejection, the F stands for failure, the O stands for obstacles, the A stands for apathy, and the M stands for mistakes. So let's go through those very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about doubters, those are the people in our lives who tell us that we can't do it, that we shouldn't do it, that it won't work. If you listen to those types of people, your dreams will never become a reality. When it comes to rejection, we stop when someone tells us no. Well, think about it this way. How many times has anyone ever told you no? Did that stop you? Hopefully it didn't. When we talk about failure, ladies and gentlemen, rather than fall back, we need to start falling forward. When we talk about obstacles, rather than let an obstacle stop you, go over it, go around it, go under it, but don't stop. When we talk about apathy, really what we're talking about is that we lose interest, we lose enthusiasm, we lose concern. Why? Because it doesn't appear to be happening as quickly as we think it should. Well, here's the remedy for that. Don't focus on whether or not you have accomplished it. Instead, focus on what you have done. Focus on the baby steps. And lastly, mistakes. We focus on what we do wrong as opposed to what we do right. Now, reason number 3. I disagree once again with the great Les Brown, right? Rather than saying it's possible, well, a lot of people say it's impossible, especially when we don't act. That's right, guys. When we don't act, when we procrastinate, right? Well, here's what I like to say about that. Is that when we don't act and we procrastinate, really what we're suffering from is what I like to call the 5 C's syndrome. Now, let's talk about that. The 5 C's are complain, compare, consume, compete, and conform. So very quickly, I'll go through them individually. Number 1, let's praise and not complain. Let's appreciate and not compare. Let's create and consume less. Let's stay focused and less competing. And last but not least, let's be original, let's be authentic, let's be a trailblazer and not conform. So that's all that I have for you today, guys. Always remember, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. I'm signing out. Always remember to take care, God bless, and never, ever forget that Coach D loves you.